Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Sorry about that. Alright, so here's our little gnome. He's got little button legs. He's so cute. His little sweater hat with the sunflowers on it. So if you watched my live on Friday from the shopping at Christmas tree store, that's where I found him. He was in my basket. Hey. Yeah, Facebook has been, and today we're having tonight we're having a storm. It decided to hit right about the time I was getting ready to come up here and go live. So anyway, I'm going to be putting him in this basket here. This is a tobacco basket. Welcome from North Carolina, Terry. All right, so this is a 17 by 10, 11. Looks like 11. So it's a 17 by 11. So that's what we're going to use. I have glued and zip tied a piece of styrofoam in here to put my florals in. So on the back, I weave those zip ties in. You can't hardly see them at all. They are underneath the wood slats for the basket slats. So I weave them in there the best that I can. I think on the one side right here, you can just see a sliver of it. Nobody's going to see that when we're done. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry I keep looking down. Your comments are right in front of me here. All right, so I did some surgery on the gnome today. If you guys have watched me for any length of time, you know I take these bags of crushed rocks and dirt out of these plush pieces because it adds extra weight to it, and for shipping that's not good. So I go ahead and cut a slit in there. I take these bags out. I call it dirt from China, Chinese dirt, because that's what it is. It's a bag of dirt and crushed rocks that they put in here for weight, and I take it out and throw it away because I don't want it. And it weighs everything down, so it just adds weight. So I cut the slit and then I sew it. I don't glue it. I sew it closed up. Nobody's going to see it. It's underneath. And I also put some stitches over these ties where the legs are connected because they will come out. This is felt. You know how easy it is. I got some of that dust now in my mouth. Hey, everybody. This is felt, so they will come out, and I didn't want them to. So I went ahead and put some stitches on there to hold that in. So this is our little gnome guy that we got. Yep, my China dirt that I got from the Christmas tree store. And we're going to set him up on the block. You pull his little buttons forward. This one leg, they didn't leave a whole lot of string extra, but on this one they did. So, but that's okay. It's not going to be an issue. All right, and his hat has a little wire in it so that we can crunch it over. I want to make sure that you can see his little bow right here. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. If you wouldn't mind hitting that share button down there, I would really appreciate that. Let your friends know we're on. Maybe they'd like to come and watch. And just as a reminder, in case you guys haven't seen my reminders this week, this is the last week for my giveaway. So you need to enter that every day so that you can get those extra entries. It ends on Friday night at midnight. So, and then we're going to next Wednesday on my live, I'm going to be drawing the winners. So if you don't know about that, I'm having a giveaway for reaching 5,000 followers. And if you go to the top of my business page, Wreath Decor by Dawn, there is a post there that talks about the giveaway. You can win a box of ribbon. It's 2.5-inch ribbon. You get 12 rolls of fall ribbon. That goes to one winner. The second winner will get a $25 gift card for personally yours signs to use towards signs. And the third winner is going to get an easy bow maker. Okay, so just my little PSA for today. All right, so we're going to take and wire this little guy down because I don't want him bouncing around. And I will probably put a little bit of glue on the bottom here. But I'm going to take some floral wire. This is 26 gauge floral wire. What kind of head does he have? It's just fiber filled stuffing. His whole body and his hat and everything is fiberfill, and he has a wire in the top for his hat. He had a bag of rocks in the bottom, in his bottom, but I took that out. All right, so I'm gonna wire him down, looking to see where I need to put the wire. I'm just taking my metal needle. So if you don't have these needles, I have them in the metal and the plastic. The plastic ones is what I use for the wreaths to put my attachments and signs on. So I sell these in my shop if you're interested in that. All right, so I'm gonna take the metal one because it'll go through this material a little easier. And I'm gonna poke a hole in them and put the wire through. I don't want to just glue him down because, you know, that he could possibly come loose and fall off, and I don't want that to happen. So I wire him to the basket. Thank you all for joining me. If I'm missing any comments, I apologize. The gnome came from the Christmas tree store. Hey, Rachel. Sorry, I had some of that dust in there from playing with that bag. All right, so I'm just putting the floral wire in his bum, if you can see that. And then I'm going to take it and wrap it around one of the things on the basket, one of the, what do you call them? Pieces of wood, whatever they are. And we're going to twist this wire. Now I want to twist it so that it's off to the side so that it'll be easier for me to hide later. Because I don't want anybody to see any of this on the back. And I will cover up this. What I do is I put a piece of felt over the back. Usually I'll cut a square out of the back because if someone hangs this on their wall, they don't want this scratching their wall up or their door. And this is wood, so, you know, it'll mark it up. So I usually just cut a square piece of felt out and put it there. And I try to, you know, get it as close to the same color as the basket, but I don't have any gray felt, so I don't know what color I'll use. All right, I'm gonna cut that wire off, and then I can take this wire and just bend it back in and hide it. So you can't see that floral wire. One, it's gray, so it blends in, and two, I'm gonna push it up underneath this wood slat as far as I can. All right, so we're gonna push that over so nobody gets stuck by that. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the back of his hat because I don't want that flopping over. So I'm just gonna stick this in somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Let's do it towards the bottom because there's a wood slat right there that I can go around. So how's everybody doing tonight? How's your week going? We're midweek. Now's the time we ask how everyone's week is going. If you're new and you want to get alerts to when I go live, just type in the word email and I will send you a link to sign up for the alerts. I send out a email reminder once a week. You can just type in the word email and I will send you the link to sign up for that after the live. Or, well, I was gonna say you can go to the top of my page and do it, but I switched that out because of the giveaway. So right now it's not up there anymore. But after the giveaway, I will put it back up there so that people can sign up. But just type in the word email and I'll send you the link to sign up. I'll send it to you in private message though. All right, cut that off. And we're gonna fold this over again. Tuck it over to the back side. And that'll take care of that wire. All right, so now he's not going anywhere. He's going to stay right there. His little legs are going to dangle over. I'm just trying to get that little crook in his hat so you can see all the things on there. Now these were already attached to him when I got him. So I didn't add those. All right, next I'm going to put my bow on because we're going to weave all these florals into my bow. All right, so here's the bow, and I used several colors that are in my little gnome guy here. All right, so I'm going to take my bow. I've put a pipe cleaner around the back, and I'm going to put the I'm going to put a pick on the end of here, a floral pick. I've got a pick machine over here to the side. And I'm just going to put a pick on the end of it so I can put it into the foam. And that puts a little pick on there for me with a point. So it'll go into the foam. You hear someone talking over me? That's weird. First time Nancy from North Dakota. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to take this. I've got my glue pot and my glue gun over here going, but I'm just going to use my glue. I put a silicone mat down underneath my stuff because I don't want to get glue on my regular mat. I don't want that. I don't like having to keep replacing them. So I try to protect it as much as I can. All right, so I'm going to put my bow in. I think I'm just going to go right down in the center. No, 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 don't crush on me. All right, let me get my little pliers here. And we're going to push that down in. All right, there we go. Now I have glue all over my pliers. But it's all right, it'll come right off. Hey, Mr. Bob. I didn't see the whole thing you said. But need the hubby for that. Oh, yeah. Selling them on Marketplace? Yeah. I don't sell on Marketplace, but I know a couple people that sell that they do okay. The only bad thing about Marketplace is that they expect you to sell for a lot less than what you normally could get. We'll just say that. They're looking for bargains. All right. So there we go. We got the bow in there. Cute, cute, cute. All these will cut. I'll cut those down. They're not going to stay that long. Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't hear it anymore? Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't know who else you would have been hearing, but that's not good. Yeah, it's like I said, we're having storms here, so it could be that. It could be, who knows? It could be anything. Could be just Facebook doesn't like us tonight. Who knows? All right, so now we're going to put the flowers in around that. So I got these. When I bought him, they also had these flowers that go with him, that match the colors. So we're going to take a couple of these and put them in as well. We'll leave that there for now. I was going to cut some of those off, but I think I'll leave them. So we're going to cut some of these off. And we'll just use a little bit of everything probably. Let's see, we'll go this way with it. Sorry, just trying to get these in the right place. All right, so we don't need the stems this long. I'm going to cut them down short, dip it in my glue. That needs to be turned up a little bit. And I'm just going to put them in randomly. I'm going to turn that up. Nobody's doing anything this weekend? My grandkids and my daughter and son-in-law are supposed to be coming this weekend. Hey, Joy. How are you? Hopefully someday we'll get back to some kind of normalcy that we can watch sports and go to games and do all that stuff again. Oh, you're in the Smokies. Nice. I hope you're having fun. Yeah, it's got to be the storm. That's, I mean, that's all it can be. Because we haven't been having any issues with it recently, so. All right, so this will be the last of the bigger flowers. I'm going to get some smaller stuff. We're going to go up a little bit here as well. And then we're going to work some in between our ribbons. All right, so I don't want all of these greenery on here, so I will take that one off. One, two, three. I like these little flowers. They look like, what do you call them, marigolds? Don't know if that's the name of them, but that's what they look like. I have an awful lot of leaves on these things. So again, remember to do the giveaway, sign up, enter the giveaway. It ends on Friday. Next Wednesday on my live, we'll be drawing the winners. I'll do that live. The gnome came from the Christmas tree store, Christmas tree shop. A lot of these picks, yes, they are from Hobby Lobby. Some are from Carolina Pottery and Old Time Pottery. All right, so I want to put some tall ones in over here. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for watching tonight. If y'all wouldn't mind hitting that share button, I would really appreciate that. Let your friends know we're on. Maybe they'd like to come watch. If you're new to my page, let me know where you're from. Welcome. And I will go back and welcome everybody after my live. Let's get his hand. Well, I can't really get his hand out there. It's kind of tucked in. Sorry, I know you guys couldn't see that for a second. All right. Let's see. We've got this one we can use. I probably will use this whole thing because if you pull these apart, these wires are really, really thin and they wouldn't hold up on their own. So I'm going to leave this in and I'm going to spread all this out. And I'm going to put it in the back behind those flowers that I just put in after I take this nuclear label off from Hobby Lobby. Are y'all anxious for fall? Or are you still wanting more summer? I'm ready for summer to be over, I think. I'm ready for this year to be over. I've never wanted a year to go by so fast as I do this one. All right, I spread that out. I am going to cut it down just a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, I'm ready for fall. It's time to move on. Time to get this year over. Take it away. Take it away. Need to start fresh. Hopefully next year will be better. Got that in there. Spread those out. Yeah, I'm not liking these leaves on here too much. I think I'm going to cut a couple of them off. Oh, that'll be cute. Post pictures of them. She's going to make gnomes. I know lots of people that make gnomes. All right, so I'm just clipping off a couple of these leaves because they're just too many of them. And I'd rather see the flowers than all the leaves. It was only 80 today. Oh no. Only. 80's pretty warm, Susan. That's not cold. Poor Susan. She's always freezing. So if y'all don't know who Susan is, she is Susan with AC Inspired Wreaths. She is helping me out by putting my links and things on there for you guys. And also, she is one of the designers in our group. We have a design group called Team of Dreams Design Group. And it's Susan, myself, and Miss Carla from the One Stop Boutique. That flower doesn't look right to me. And it's called Team of Dreams Design Group. You get 3 designers, $14.99 a month. We do all of our design classes on Zoom. So you get to interact and be a part of our design. We did, a couple of the girls did their very first lives in our group. They wanted to practice and we did that. That was a lot of fun. They did a really good job. Can't wait for them to start doing their own lives. Take that one off too. You always have a sweatshirt on. You're crazy. I would love to have an 80-degree day. I'm not liking these leaves on here. I don't know. Let me see. See, these look a little more like the one in his hat. They're not as yellow, but we're going to just weave these in here. So anyway, if you'd like to check out our group, you can either type in the word group and I will send you the link. Or you can go to Team of Dreams Design Group and just click on the join group and I will send you more information about that. I have glue on my hand now. Thank you, Esther. Esther is one of the members of our group. She's also one of the people who did her practice live. She did a fantastic job. She did her grapevine. Keep messing with the bow because thank you. Mr. Bob knows better than to turn the air off. Nope, I don't think so. Now I know you're lying to me. No, we're not turning the air off. Not in North Carolina. No. So I'm just working in some of these little sunflowers. Get his little legs over here. There. I might put some floral pins in between these beads in his legs to keep his legs sitting the right direction and to keep them over here where they need to be sitting upright. So you can just take floral pins and do that. All right, one more of these, and then I'll put some more of those other sunflower or mums in. Yeah, it's you guys out on the West Coast are getting some really hot weather, aren't you? Or in the western part of the state, I should say. Not all of the West Coast, I guess, is getting it, but I did see where some of them were. I know they got really bad fires in California, man. Wiped out a whole big area. I know those fires are no joke. I lived in Southern California. Yeah, 90s, wow. Want to make sure to get up under the bow as well. Somebody who lifts up those tails, they're going to see what's underneath there, and we want them to see pretty flowers, just like the rest of this. Let's move those back down where they go. See, this ribbon or leaf right here is driving me crazy. It's got to go. Just go in and snip it off. Alright, let's see. I think I need to get some of that orange and put it up in here. So what have y'all been making? Yeah, in Upper North, yeah, it just came through here a little while ago. So, yeah, that sounds about right, up in northern North Carolina. Yeah, it came through here about 7. Just as I was coming upstairs, it started downpouring. Making a fall wreath. Yeah, I need some orange up top. I want to make sure that I get stuff all around the bottom too, because that styrofoam will be seen if you don't. Alright, so let me grab a couple more of these. And we'll add these into the top to go with the rest of these. I don't want these leaves though. Good night, Judy. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. No. Come on, go in there. Yes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. All my videos go up over on YouTube as well as over here. I put an edited version over on YouTube for everyone to watch. Basically, I just cut out some of this stuff that I just repeat over and over again. Once you've seen it once, you don't need to watch it a million times. So I just cut little bits out here and there. Make it go a little faster. Hi, Joy. I'm great. How are you? All right, let's see how that looks. I think I have enough up top. Yep. So now I just need to fill in some of these gaps. All right, I'm going to put a couple things down here at the bottom. And then we can work in those others. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new, tell me where you're from. Give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Might have to go ahead and cut down these tails now so that I can adjust all this stuff. All right. Just about glued my thumb to that one. All right, I think we're done with those. All right, let me go ahead and give these a trim because we've got a lot of them here and they don't really need to be this long. So let me turn the basket this way. So I'm just going to dovetail these. Oh, they don't need to be that. Let's see. Gonna weave them into the flowers so they're not just laying there. And I'm not doing them uniform, I'm doing them random. Just whatever looks good. A couple of them I left long, a couple of them are short. Might even be too long still. So, do you guys do these tobacco baskets? Has anyone else done one? Do you like doing them? I like doing them. Well, I have a whole bunch of them in all different shapes. I'm loving this moss green. This moss green and this polka dot one came from Hobby Lobby. That's their fall, part of their fall one. That moss green I love. I went back to get some more the other day and they didn't have any, so I'm hoping they get some more in before fall's over because I'd like to get a couple and stash them away. They're really a lot easier than what you would think to do. Hey Josh! They really are. You can even use that spray foam, the spray gaps and cracks. You could use that, just put some I put wax paper behind it or parchment paper and then spray foam it. Because, you know, that foam's going to go out through any cracks and crevices. Alright, let me hold this up and see how long them tails are. Yeah, those aren't bad. I like those. They could be a little bit shorter, but I've got room to move them around. Alright, let's pull some of these flowers forward so they don't all look like they're smashed to the back. Need a couple more down here by his feet, and then we're going to weave some in with the bow. And then we'll be done. And I might put something in the center. I wanted to put a couple pumpkins in. Maybe we'll do that first. So I have these green ones. I wasn't sure if they would work. I like that one like that. Can you guys see that? This one right here. I like that. I also have an orange one, and then I have some cream colored ones. So we could put a couple pumpkins in there. I really like this green one. I'm going to add that. Alright, so these are foam. They don't have any stems on them yet. So I'm just going to take one of these stems. Let me find out how far I got to go. Not too far. I'm going to take one of these stems and we're going to poke a hole in this. Let's find out what this one's made of. So I'm using an ice pick. And, oh yeah, it's easy to go in. Okay. Some of them aren't easy, so you never know. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end of this and stick that inside the pumpkin and then let it set for a second. So all I did was the stems I cut off of those flowers, just use one of those. Welcome, Debbie, first time watcher from New Jersey. Give us a thumbs up. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do go back after the live. I answer any questions that you all have asked. Welcome everyone who's new, that tells me they're new. I don't know if they don't tell me. And give out, you know, share any links that you guys have asked for, anything like that. Alright, so we got that green one, and then we have this one with the white stripes in it. I like those green ones. Yeah, I like the off-white too. I don't think I'm going to use the orange because there's enough orange going on in here now. So I don't think I'm going to use that one, even though it had its own pick. It would be these oblong ones. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The green one pops. I can't decide if I like the one with the white stripes or just the plain green though. Might have to see if I can use them both. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. Although I'm going to use the longest one I can find because I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. And I want to be able to cut it down if I need to. Let's see. We'll just use this one. Because we can always put it off to the side. Could even put it in here where we need to fill in. I don't want to mess up the bow doing it there, but you know what I mean. You like both the green ones? I can do both. Hey, I'm all for that. All right, this one looks longer. I will work it in. We'll make it work. A little too much glue on that one, but that's okay. It's not going anywhere, we know that. Use my little tools here to hold these things up. Oh, come on. Be nice. Don't want the glue running down the sides. So that's why I'm trying to prop them up here. Would you? Nope, it doesn't want to stay. Alright, maybe it'll stay there. Don't you love it when nothing wants to cooperate? Ouch. touch the glue pan. Yeah, I like the off-white too. All right, let's give it a second for these. This one needs to set. All right, so I know I like this one over here, so we're gonna put it in right here. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit further in. There we go. All right, so we got that one in there. Let's see, we'll put the white one over here. Thank you. Oh, come on. Glue everywhere. All right, so let's take some of these white ones. I want to put a couple of these in with the bow. Go down in there, please. All right. So I might cut these down a little bit. Thank you all. All right, so these I can cut down. There we go. And you know, I probably could have made this bow a little bit smaller, but you know how it goes. When you're making bows, you just kind of get carried away. And I really wanted all these colors in here. All right, let's see if we can find another one here that I can cut down. Let's try this one. No, not that one. This one right here. There we go. Sorry, I'm talking to myself over here. Trying to figure out what ones I'm going to use. That's the nice thing about these long ones. You can cut them down at the tops and it doesn't show. Leave that in with the flowers so it looks like it's all part of one. Need some stuff hanging out over here on the side. Let's see. Might have to cut this one down. I think I'm going to cut this down. Thank you. His little legs over here. I want you to be able to see his feet. Put this one over here. Thank you. We're going to put these up underneath here because I need some stuff poking out the bottom underneath the bow. I was going to say bow legs. You know what I mean. Underneath the tails, not the legs. Okay, where's my pliers at? So I can push this in. All right, and then because there's wires in these, we can spread these apart. Give it a little length here. And I'm going to do one more on this side, and then one more on this side on the bottom, and then one more on the side over here. There we go. All right. These are too long. I'm going to cut these down. All right. We're going to take some of these and we're going to put them in the bow. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Not good. There we go. All right. And then, like I said, on the back, I put felt on the back here to cover that up. Oh, I'll have to cut that one off. It went through. But I do put a piece of felt over the back so that it doesn't scratch anything, and it covers all this up. I'll stick some moss in the sides and on the bottom so that that's covered up as well. And I just messed up the bow again. See what I'm saying? And I'll probably cut these tails down a little bit shorter. They are kind of long. I might even put a little flower in the center of the bow. I don't know. I'll have to look and see how I like it. I have these little ones here. Something like that. But I will cut some of these down and I will curl some of them as well. I'll do the little spiral. Move back. All right, isn't that cute? This is a little guy. He's adorable. All right, guys, have a great night. Enjoy your weekend and be safe.